became like a deranged person, Trump derangement syndrome. So I was not a fan of Rob Reiner at all in any way, shape, or form. I thought he was very bad for our country.
U.S. President Donald Trump is facing rare criticism from inside his own base after his comments about slain filmmaker Rob Reiner and his wife sparked anger across political circles. Here's what happened. Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle Singer Reiner, were found dead in their Los Angeles home on Sunday. Police arrested their son, Nick Reiner, in connection with the case. Investigators have not suggested any political motive. But less than 24 hours later, President Trump wrote on Truth Social that Reiner's death was linked to what he called Trump derangement syndrome, a phrase he often uses for his critics. Speaking to reporters later, he described Reiner as very bad for our country, repeating his criticism even as details of the murder investigation remain unclear.
Please.
Mr. President,
Yeah.
a number of Republicans have denounced your statement on Truth Social after the murder of Rob Reiner. Do you stand by that post?
Well, I wasn't a fan of his at all. He was a deranged person as far as Trump is concerned. He said he knew it was false. In fact, it's the exact opposite, that I was a friend of Russia, controlled by Russia. You know, it was the Russia hoax. He was one of the people behind it. I think he hurt himself in career-wise. He became like a deranged person, Trump derangement syndrome. So I was not a fan of Rob Reiner at all in any way, shape, or form. I thought he was very bad for our country.
Those remarks immediately fractured his own support base. Just months earlier, many MAGA influencers had publicly vowed that, after the assassination of Charlie Kirk, they would never celebrate the death of a political opponent. Rob Reiner, despite being a fierce Trump critic, was widely seen as having responded with grace to Kirk's killing. Some MAGA figures even shared old clips of Reiner offering sympathy. So when Trump posted his message attacking Reiner hours after the news broke, several Republicans pushed back. Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene wrote that the deaths were a family tragedy, not a political moment, adding that Trump's response was inappropriate. Trump's former lawyer Jenna Ellis said the president should be condemned by everyone with any decency, especially given the 2 attempts on his own life this year. But others defended Trump, pointing to Reiner's long record of anti-Trump activism, insisting the president had no obligation to be restrained. Rob Reiner was a major Hollywood figure, a comedian, actor, and director, and for years one of Trump's loudest critics. He often warned that Trump was pushing the United States toward what he called a full-on autocracy. Meanwhile, MAGA has been trying to claim the moral high ground ever since Charlie Kirk's assassination in September. Thousands of social media users were reported for celebrating Kirk's killing, with some losing their jobs. The Trump administration even revoked visas for non-citizens accused of mocking Kirk's death. But now, with Trump himself undermining those calls for restraint after the killing of director Rob Reiner, the debate inside MAGA has shifted into open conflict over consistency, morality, and political strategy. Tell us what you think in the comments below.